Welcome back. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy family. Let me tell you something, okay? I have been really trying to avoid a lot of energies because I do know the power. Okay, the power of the tongue, the power of the knowing how powerful one's words are. Okay. This reading is going to be coming off of the short that I just recently uploaded. Whenever you see this message, then it is for you to see, okay? As they are timeless messages, okay? Before we get tapped into the energy, all right? First, let me thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Also, thank you for being here. And if you are someone who is aware of the other channel and you are here with pure, clear intentions, thank you. I welcome you back. Thank you for finding our space. Let's tap in. I call upon the divine light to surround me. I invite my guides, ancestors, and protectors to stand with me. No harm, no deception, no lower energy may enter this space. Only what serves truth, healing, and highest good is welcomed here. And so it is. I check. Let me tell you what this is, okay? Now, if you saw the short, and I will go on and connect this reading to the short, this career right here, okay? I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. This is you now. Some of you are in entrepreneur projects. You are starting your own small business. Others of you are looking to elevate with the company that you're with, possibly promotions or moving to different departments, or there may even be some downsizing of departments, but you are looking into what department or role you can fit in, right? But this career path here, this is somebody that has been in a career for about 20 years, or you're very skilled at what you do. Okay. There's a past behind this career. It's almost like there was a past that you predicted the future in this career. Okay. For whoever this is resonating with, you predicted the future when it came to a career path. The weight of what happened between you and this other employer or this career. I heard the technology gods. What is going on? Oh, hold up. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. Listen, I don't know if this is giving me the energy like somebody literally had, I don't, okay, I heard that spirit. I'm gonna just use what I just heard. They mapped out a career for you. Something about you walked away. I don't know who this message is for, okay, but something about you walked away from the career path that was mapped out for you, okay? And because of that, they are now putting some sort of distractions so that you can't stay focused on your current career or your current path or journey, whatever that is. Okay, this is the energy. It says, I will interfere with your goals and waste your time and energy. This is what this is doing. This is what this past career is trying to do. Mm, interesting. Because it has everything to do with their status and where they fit in the new world, where you fit in the new world. There's some sort of skill set that you have that would be aiding a previous career. It says status. Social standing is very important to them or to you, but I feel it's like to them. You may be somebody that's very influential, okay? And this social status has a lot to do with you. And this energy is only interested when you're elevating their image. Something about that. I keep hearing AI. And AI, I'm like, okay, that's artificial intelligence, but AI has been around for a very long time, especially if you've ever used talk to text. email, all that is artificial intelligence. Okay. If you've never seen the movie, and I have mentioned it before, go watch Eagle Eye. Okay. Also, Fast Furious 7, they called it God's Eye. There's an all seeing eye. Okay. There's a computer. This is what I'm hearing. There is a computer that holds every piece of data you could possibly imagine. Okay. Mm, I don't know what's going on right now. This past has everything to do with the future. This past career has everything to do with the future. It says our paths are destined to align, though the purpose may still be unclear. Listen, I don't know if you try to remove yourself, and this distraction at the bottom of the deck, it's just part of some sort of deceit. Like somebody wants you to choose them over whatever it is you're choosing, career wise. It says, I have ill intentions and may be planning on deceiving you. That's what these distractions are about. I feel like, wow, you could be, oh, I heard a fortune teller. You could be somebody that's very mystic, very tapped in. You could be somebody that can see the future. You could see the past. You could see the present. You are an all encompassing being. So you are not good nor bad, light nor dark. You are in the in between. You are not known or unknown. Mm. You could be the all-seeing eye. Jeez. Tell me about this career and status. Because it's something about your career right now. It's bringing on a status and they are envying that. That's what it is. You've got some sort of influence. You're very influential. I've also heard you're very healing and you're very down to earth energy, very people feel comfortable or relaxed around you. You put things at ease. You remind people of better days. Okay. Your career and status right now is being envied by many. It says, I resent, excuse me, that you have what I most desire. So I will belittle your success to make myself look better. This what it's all about. Listen, you have an influential status. Tell me more. Yep. The past and your future bring in positive energy. That's what it is. Positive change, positive. Whatever it is that you're doing now, you bring in positivity. From the past to the future, you bring in positivity. It says, my intentions are pure and I want only to elevate and improve your life. Okay. Um, this could be somebody that maybe rubbed you wrong, did you wrong, and you want nothing to do with it. Okay. You have taken your own journey. You've gone your own route. Okay. Something like that. Let me take it how it resonates. Okay. You've gone your own journey. You've taken your own route. You've decided to do your own thing because whatever it was in the past, they may have undermined you. They may have belittled you. They may have made you feel less than what you were. And you just don't want to return to that energy. Mm. And at the bottom of the deck, they're saying, I'm sorry here. I feel terrible about what I did, and I owe you an apology. Yes, because of the distractions and the deceit, somebody knows about your gifts. They know that you're very influential. There's something here. It is tied. I heard that loud and clear. It is tied to your DNA. Yep. And this was a secret. This was a secret. This is what they knew about. This is what whatever you had went through, they knew about this. Okay, there's something I'm holding back. Okay. There's something they haven't been telling you. Okay. You may have come up on the radar a long time ago and you were just going through the motions. Now that you've stepped into whatever it is that you're currently doing, this is your destiny, but somebody wants to bring you back. They're curious. They're curious about the outcome here. I'm intrigued and eager to learn more and figure you out. I'm telling you. It's like you are so tapped in for whomever this message is resonating with that it's like you kind of something, and you've been sleeping a lot. Some of you have been sleeping a lot, more than normal, and you're taking naps. Somebody here has been really focused on, or you may not even be focused on taking a nap, but you end up taking a nap. This is what I'm getting, okay? It's like you are rejuvenating, but each time you come up out of your nap, it's like you're going through a spiritual awakening. Something about your intuition and your spirituality. Hmm. Tell me more about this distraction, deceit, and I'm sorry. Yeah, they don't want to close out this. Oh, wow. I'll read it. Not closure in reverse, okay? It's time to resolve unfinished business and move forward in our lives. No, they do not want to close this out. You have been under surveillance for a very long time. I want to say for the past 5, 6 years, really heavy over the past 5, 6 years. Mm, really heavy, really heavy surveillance. Each time you awake from this nap, it's like you've had another spiritual awakening. It says, sit with your shadows. It's the way to enlightenment, intuition, and spirituality here. I feel like you have continuously awakened to something new. Every time you go to sleep and you wake up, something new is there. The energy is there. It's like the energy is trying to make itself present. I do not know what I just heard, but I'm just going to say what I just heard. Mm. Somebody is using AI to tap into you. Tell me more. Why did I hear that? Because this is a confession and they are regretting that shit. Damn. The hidden truth is ready to surface, exposing what's been concealed. This secret that's been concealed. And it says regret. I'm disappointed with how things went with us and wish I could change the past. Damn. Somebody is actually using AI. Somebody's used AI to see who you were. What? Nah, hold up. AI ain't got it like that. Well, gosh, I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm gonna be quiet on that because I really don't know what AI capabilities are, but they are trying to determine what this love means because there is no closure here. Somebody does not want to close out a cycle with you, and it is tied to a career that you had in the past. And I don't know if this career that you had in the past is bringing in new technology or has something to do with this new technology. It says here, love, I will be a positive force in your life and only want to bring you peace and happiness. It's almost like somebody here has a change of heart because they see the importance or they see some sort of influence that you can have on people, places, things, circumstances, situation, and AI. Yes, at the bottom of the deck, there's a reconnection here. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. See, these energies right here, about you savvy, real savvy in an industry or just within a tech. I don't know. Wow, I'm hearing a lot. Slow down. Slow down. That was a lot. That was a lot. I am not about to say that. I don't know if you are artificial intelligence or not. You may be artificial intelligence. Somebody. What? How can a human be artificial intelligence? Let me see. Mm-mm. I know I'm playing. Wait a minute. Yes. Tell me, Spirit. Oh, I heard that. What? Okay. Okay. I'll slow down. My bad. I almost grabbed the wrong jet. Spirit was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, delivering this message that got my feet over here racing to somebody out here. I'm telling you, like, I don't know what you have to do with technologies of the future, but it has everything to do with the inner cosmos and you being your authentic self. So, spirit awakens you to whatever is happening within the inner cosmos, and you are being your authentic self, really. Okay, so it says to embrace the light, first acknowledge the dark. Damn. Trauma seeing, go deeper. Ooh, 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 ooh. You went through some things that were traumatic to you, okay? It brought you out into your authentic self. As they say here, be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. It's funny that this is here because the Kachava commercial that comes on quite often, that guy sitting there in the kitchen with his blender, and at the end of it, he always says, you know, something about everybody's taken or something like that. Okay, this says uniqueness and individuality. That's what it is. Something about they don't want anything to be superficial. They need everything to be authentic. Dang, this shit is deep. Tell me more, spirit. Ooh, tell me about the past, future, and the positive, curious regret. What is that about? Damn. Sacred boundaries, assertiveness, and self care. Whatever you did in the past, it did affect the future, possibly in a positive way as well. You set up some sort of sacred boundaries here. It says respecting and honoring your limits set you free. Assertiveness and self care. So you may have freed yourself from these past energies. It did impact the future as well. Mm, mm. Tell me about this future and positive. It did. It impacted the future as well. Wow. Ooh. So the future was impacted, something about the arrogance of energies, the arrogance of energies that maybe you were around, you worked with, you dealt with, um, on the time confirmation off this here young computer. Okay, there was some sort of arrogance, okay, that could have been seen moving into the future by you staying within your realm, okay, within your lane, within your realm, on your spiritual path. The inner cosmos showed you the arrogance of it, not seeing flaws. Somebody didn't see the flaws that would hinder their growth. Now they know the limits to learn and improve. Damn, arrogance is here. Humility, awareness, and growth. So somebody watched you go through humility, or they know what humility does, or they know how it affects, or they know to humble themselves. Okay. And in that, okay, and in that, because some people have said you were arrogant, but I don't feel that's your energy. I just feel like you know what you know. And it's not that you're trying to walk around and be bossy and act like you know everything, but when you know, you know. And it's like you don't want to force what you know on someone. But when you were in your career, it was like you had a job to do and you knew your job. Whereas many didn't even want to hear what you had to say. So they were met with you were met with a lot of arrogance, and they too now have to realize that they were arrogant, and it did affect the future. Wow. It says find wholeness here. Bring together fragments that complete you. This is what it is. See, listen, ooh wee, this is deep, deep, deep. See, there's a lot of energy that is starting to realize that, look, they didn't have nothing to do with what is, see, they had it all wrong, okay? They may have been judging you by your appearance, what you look like, and everything else. This was their defense. This was their defense of why they didn't want you to be in a certain position or hold a certain title or run a certain company or be that VP or be that CEO. Okay? But through all of what you went through, I feel that it built your character and it made you stronger, okay? And more confident in yourself, all right? And it says here, find wholeness, bring together fragments that complete you, acceptance and inner peace. I promise you, where you were not accepted, you accepted yourself. Let me tell you, they were judging you. That was their defense. That was their defense for not promoting you. That was their defense for not, giving you the chance to build this dream that everybody speaks about. Okay. Their defense actually ended up, I feel like, coming back around. It says unseen resistance to unresolved issues, explore with curiosity. See that curious came out here, but there's no closure on it because see they didn't get to explore or they didn't get to grow with you in some sort of way. The reflection, the acceptance, and the growth, I promise you, that is what it was all about. They prejudged you based off of your looks. That was their whole defense. That was everybody's defense. They didn't want to accept who you were. They didn't want to accept what you looked like or something like that. Now they are realizing that you were the key. Yeah, they self-sabotaged. I cannot make it up. Now they're realizing they self-sabotaged themselves. Now they're trying to overcome something. Wow. Something about self-sabotage. It was procrastination. It was a negative self-talk they were doing. And fear of failure and undermining your success. I can't make it up. I told y'all that. This is the energy. This is what has happened. And now now there is some sort of profound unspoken respect for you. Yeah. Now, this have courage energy out here is saying stop hiding, show up, and let yourself be seen. Fear, vulnerability, and growth. I don't know if you have just cut yourself off from the world because you just are like F them all type energy because you're just like shit. You don't have time. This is what I'm picking up. You don't have time to be playing the ring around the rosy type pockets full of posies or whatever that song is, right? You don't have time for that. Okay. What's this have courage out here for it, spirit, please? And thank you, tell me more. Thank you so much for the messages. That's fine. Mm. Break chains in the reverse. So somebody here, okay? This is very, very interesting. Okay. They don't want to break the chains. Chains of control here. It says break chains, but it came out in the reverse. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them, self-limiting beliefs. Somebody does not want to break the chains on the self-limiting beliefs that they had about you. They don't want to break that. It's anybody but you energy. That's what it is. It's anybody but you energy. They do not want to break the chains on the self limiting beliefs that they had. Their secret was they were being defensive pertaining to how you looked, what you looked like, who you were, whether you were masculine or feminine energy. I promise you. Spirit is telling, and that is the big secret. That was the defense they were using. Hmm. And the big secret here and the curiosity and all of the regret, spirit is telling these energies, they're going to have courage because they refuse to break this chain of control, manipulation, deceit, lies, and trickery. They still don't want to break it. They still want to do, undermining things. Let me see there. They still want to do undermining things. They still don't want to break the chains of control. And this is why they're doing some divine juggling at this time. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. We just gonna have to bear with the lights so I can read. Okay, you've already seen the message that was out. So yes, divine juggling, okay? Master different aspects of yourself, both light and dark, progress and inner harmony. And that's what I'm saying. You've mastered that. You've mastered the light side, the dark side, the in between. Okay, you have learned to never doubt the unknown, right? Because we're not here to doubt anything. All things are possible. But now there's a juggling that is happening because you are fighting against this energy of the past. Your past was tied to the future. Mm, mm, shit. And then we have Shadow Blossom at the bottom of the deck. Wow. You need both sunlight and darkness to bloom fully, resilience and nurturing and nourishing, excuse me. Wow. So, brother. Mm. And this is not angering to anyone because they are now starting to get the bigger picture here. It says, your expectations are not met, creating frustration. Express it in a healthy way, release growth and balance. I feel like you've done that because it's come out in the reverse. So you're not angry about anything. That's another thing. Like, you're not angry about anything. You just go with the flow and pick up and keep it moving type energy. That's all you can do. I don't feel like you've ever been somebody that has sat up there and, sat in a dark place and resented everything and everyone. You've just been like, okay, that you're used to this. Whatever this is, whatever these setbacks are, whatever the distractions were, whatever the deceit was, you're used to it. You've become accustomed to it. So therefore, it's not new to you. It's true to you. And you just keep it moving with that same energy. Mm, it's not new to you. It's true to you. That's what I'm hearing too. Wow. It's not new to you. It's true to you. Wow. Yep. You're a wounded healer. Well, I'll be damned. You could be a wounded healer here. Yep. The wound is the place where light enters you, empathy, healing, and purpose. And that's what it is. You're a wounded healer. So you just know how to pick up and keep going like the Energizer Bunny. Yep. And I feel like these energies did not realize that you did see all the unseen patterns, even though, like I just said, you you don't know why you just know. That's all I can say. That's the best way to explain it, right? And then everybody, I'll tell you, they're saying, no, you're tapped into your Akashic records and blah 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 blah. I'm gonna tell you right here, no, you're tapped into the divine creator of all living things, angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the most high God. You know what you know because you're supposed to know it. How do you know it? It doesn't matter. You just know. So you are tapped into the unseen patterns. Okay. So change your thoughts, change your life, beliefs, and reprogramming. So you saw the unseen patterns, you tapped into them, and that's how you were able to change your life. But this energy here feels like they are connected to you. Okay, this energy here is feeling like they are still connected to you because your past plays into their future. Okay, I will say it again. Your past plays into their future. And they never wanted to just say it outright. They were holding secrets in that they didn't feel you were going to be the one. But you are definitely the one. Okay, family. So I'm gonna leave that message here. Okay. And as I look over, I feel like spirit is just telling you, just stay focused. Okay. Just stay focused. All right. Okay. I love you and the divine loves you. Let's get ready to close out. I release the weight of deception and betrayal. I stand rooted in my truth. I call back my power, my light, and my peace. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.